Just because I used to big boats doesn't mean you can bring them here.
So actually, on that, between your second tour of duty and your third tour of duty with me, where did you work, Jace?
I work rigging boats.
Building boats?
Well, rigging them. I didn't build them. They'd sink if I built them.
Oh well, you were doing stuff on boats.
I was rigging them.
Rigging them.
Yeah.
Well, guess what I've just got for you? A boat. I did the LS1 boat. Here you go. Start with that. And I bought the ladder. Oh, it's a long way up here. Oh, try not to fall in. Whew. Okay, man buys a boat. 5 mechanics later, and it's still, he has not had it on the water.
Right.
We've got some ears if we want to test it. After I did such a nice job at backing it in. I got it through the gate, lovely. Did you notice how well I backed it through the gate? And it all turned to crap from there. Trying to squeeze it into the workshop.
I think you probably better to go.
You reckon?
The other way.
Oh, maybe. I'm not used to squeezing such big things into small holes, so that's probably my issue. So it's had people do stuff in here. There's stuff in here. The alternator wiring, as you can see, will flow about, will flow not many amps. How it hasn't got, and it needs to be tensioned. It's like a wire for a fence. It's actually got tension on it. It actually goes up. It looks like it goes up.
It looks like it's wrong.
Oh no, it looks like it actually goes over here and then along to here. That's a 40 amp circuit breaker, I think. And then it's had, this was munched in here, all hot in here. And then it goes, the lumen's along here, does stuff under there, and comes out over here. It's got an old G3 in it, so 3 ignition, 4 injection. So we can't run coil on plug. What I did on the last one, I did an LS boat, similar, with a leg, when you weren't looking. And it had, what I did with a cutout switch for the gear change, when you slipped it into gear, I wired it to one of the relays that I did for the ignition circuits, ignition and injectors. So, you know how LS have got a left hand and a right hand for their coil wiring and injector wiring? Well, I did an individual relay for each side. And then I did a changeover relay, so when it interrupts it, it drops one relay off and turns one bank off. So I actually think you do the same on this. Wire a left-hand relay and a right-hand ignition relay and coil relay, or mix them appropriately, wire them appropriately. So the correct side turns everything off. Because of course we've got this one does 2 on this side and 2 on that side, so turn off the injectors appropriately and coil appropriately. So you've got a momentary kill. Or does that do anti-lag? And we set up anti-lag in the ECU box.
Why are you trying to...
To cut the torque when you put it into gear. Torque reduction? Sorry, torque reduction, Jace. Torque reduction.
It's turning the coil off.
But that's what I'm suggesting. Do it with a relay. Do it on the power side.
Yeah, why would you want to turn the injectors off as well?
Stops the fuel going in on those cylinders.
You got a bit of poppy baggy stuff going on.
Yeah, I sort of thought maybe not. But if it's got if you run the wiring and wire it appropriately to do that, then we'll do funky stuff inside the box. The rest of the box is actually still up under here. It's part of the boat. It's under there. We're starting though. We're starting with a compression test.
Does this motor run or not?
He's had it running apparently, but not very well. There's another relay here. And there's stuff in there. And there's, I'm not sure what that is. I've spent lots of time thinking about this, and because that ECU isn't overly waterproof, I don't think putting it here is an option. If we did a later ECU, I would wire it there just to make it simpler. That can go. It's not that it does anything. Basically, you know what to do. Just rip all the wiring out of it and sort it. Oh, here's the plug for the dash here. So we should, and then it goes under the boat. So we should print out what that does as well. Squeeze it, or do you want me to see if I can fire it up? Is that the leg dropping? Did you hear that stepper? Fuel pump and a stepper motor up goes. So I've actually wired the stepper. These got a lockout so I can use the throttle without using the gear shift, eh? Is that good?
Kind of hard to pressure test.
Yeah, if it don't rotate, no. Bring us the bar. And bring us a test light. I'll see if we've got power going to that starter motor, eh? Dodgy mechanics are us. No. Both the power feeds are on. Both the batteries are on. Both the batteries are charged. Okay, it's just clicking, Jess. It says 40 amp on it, eh?
Oh, what the fuck?
I reckon it's for the alternator.
He's alternator wire. Oh no. Oh, that's
It is not an alternator wire. Look, it's tiny.
Look at the alternator wire.
The alternator wire is under here. So it goes to that side. It's...
Oh, yeah. Just that one. This goes down here.
No, here it is here. Here's alternator wiring in that one. And then... Crispy. That's actually had the big short out. So you better fix that too. And this has all been taped. There's actually, there's still ash up on there where it caught fire. I would like to see the water back through the manifolds. It's going to get too hot without that. It's going to catch that on fire. We had a chat with the customer. We're going to hook some wiring out of it. We're going to then pull the intake manifold off and put a starter motor on it and compression test it. And I'm going to hand it to Jason. He's going to wire it. So that should take him a few days. A few days, Jason. And you get stuck with a boat.
Now you need the boat back.
No.
I can wire it on off the other.
No, you got the boat now. It's all yours.
I don't want it.
You're stuck with it. It's stuck with it.
No.
I was going to pull that crossover off. I think we should do the crossover gaskets, but I'll have to extract the antifreeze. It's quite lovely, isn't it? It's quite lovely, that loom. And the rusty gaskets. This might be a problem.
That's your blue wire. Why not?
Also, it's got the heater looped, which is wrong. It's wrong, so we need to get rid of that anyway.
I'll move the radio.
I hope this won't last. Righto, Jason is going to exhibit the starter wire.
So we've got the yellow wire here.
Good, yes.
Goes into this red wire.
Yes.
There's a join. The other wires are quite long, so join it again.
Oh, yes.
And you come up here, and then go to this wire.
Yep, there's a joint.
There's a joint. And you go to here. Then you get your twin core. It's very important, this bit. You get your twin core. You go through here, you go in the black wire here, and then you join it. Just use a crimp on this one. And they go back through, and they connect it here.
To the starter relay.
It's the starter relay, so it does the loop.
Yes. As you can see, that's just one example of this fine wiring job. We actually did a job just recently on a high ace van, and Jace did no other modifications except turn the idle speed on, built a new wiring loom, and it transformed the vehicle. I think this might be something similar. When we see stuff like this, it's highly unlikely that it's ever going to run properly.
I'm surprised. Well, it didn't run.
Well, it didn't run here. We haven't had it running, so that's all going in the rubbish. Not one part of that is being reused because we don't trust it at all. At all. Okay, so we started with a nice clean 150. We've got a 130, 140, 150. We've just done this side. Got 110. And I cranked the crap out of it to get 110.
Does still run.
It has been running poorly. Plugs are
Valve.
beautiful, beautiful spark plugs.
I call them well done.
Well done, mate. Over well done, actually. It's on a charcoal. If I bought you steak like that, what would you say?
I'd throw it back at you.
Yes, you would.
150.
150.
140 something, yeah.
And it came up quite easily. That is an issue.
Which one didn't come up? We'll put in 6 more down it.
All that does is prove that if it does come up or not.
$120.
121.5.
You're closer to the gauge.
But we couldn't get it running with what it had in there. We're not going to put that crap back in it. And the reason it's running bad might be because of all that crap that's in it. And the earths. I really don't even do up earths. I got to almost 100. She's rooted. I better ring him. Might not be bothered wiring it, Jace, because it's poked. Not quite what we wanted to see today.
I had a feeling that was going to be a problem.
Yeah, well, I think it's been running bad for a long time. Righto. It's been abused, eh? And never set up properly. I would like to hear it running just to see if I can blow that crap off it. I've probably got a loom. One of those looms you've just put together. Or do we hook the motor out?
I think we should ring the guy.
I'll ring the man, yeah. I checked the tappets. Now we're doing cylinder leakage. Leaking intake valve. It'll just be carbon on it, eh? Not leaking near as much, look. I could make farting noises with the other one, but not this one. I'm putting it down to just carbon. Can you give me a couple of cans of brake clean? You know what I'm going to do, eh? Oh, give me some of that Subaru foaming stuff. That upper cylinder lubricant cleaning stuff, and I'll just pull it up and we'll leave it sitting overnight. This might smoke a little bit when we start it. Right, so the guys in America might know this stuff as seafoam. This is actually, oh, this is a 3-bond one. Yeah. Engine conditioner. We also get one from Subaru. I think the Subaru one was better too. We're just going to douse those valves. I reckon it's just from sitting. We both reckon it's just from sitting. Customer thinks it's from sitting. We're going to let that stuff sit, and Jason's going to wire it.
Screw it down the sparkler tube, sit on top of the pistons.
I just did that. That was what I was just doing, and now I'm doing the intake valves.
No.
Okay. Italian tune-up on a boat. How do we do an Italian tune-up on a boat, Jace?
What you doing now? Spray
and then take it out for a thrash. Drive it with some spirits. Let's put some rum in it. Be like a pirate. Italian tune in a boat. Spiritedly. All that stuff. This just melts carbon, eh? It's just about one can gone. Alright, I'm good. Go back to your wiring. Go on, go to your wiring. I've done the engine health check, it failed. Your wiring, that wiring that you checked out, that failed. There's going to be some finger crossing on this one. And you need to work out whether you're going that side or this side. That's your... There's not... It gets it away from the batteries and stuff. It's actually a pretty clean run if you come off this side. Tuck right along this edge. We can zip, we can cable tie it and self-tap a screw on that side again.
Put it on the motor.
If you want to put it on the motor, might as well if it's under the engine cover. I'm not so keen on an old G3. If it was a G4, I'd go on the engine cover. 100%.